Hey guys, Ray from Love You RV and Boat. So I got myself into a little project with our bow thruster. This is a SideShift bow thruster. Mounts right on the front of the boat, so you don't have to drill a hole through your hull. And just mount it above the water line here, and it hangs down, and the motor bolts onto that, and then the electrical comes in. Anyway, it's been really good for maneuvering the boat. We had it taken off and sandblasted and repainted with bottom paint and Interprotect paint a couple years ago. It's been fine. Last year I redid the electrical and installed a lithium batteries for driving it, just sort of as an experiment, and that worked out quite well. This is a 12-volt motor. This season though, was kind of inspecting it, and it's squeaking on this end when I turn the prop. Looks like maybe a bad seal, or water's got past the seal into the bearing. Anyway, I'm actually going to be upgrading this from a 12 volt to their 24 volts. Talking to the company, they're kind of going towards 24 volt motors now, and they saw my lithium experiments, so they're eager to kind of have me have a 24 volt motor, and I can wire my 2 lithium batteries in series to power that. So they're going to send me out a 24 volt motor to test. So I'm trying to get this older one off. It took a bit of persuasion. The 2 top bolts came out pretty easy, but the bottom ones I actually had to cut the heads. They had kind of screw heads on them, Phillips, and you know, everything was just seized in there after many years in the salt water. So luckily I also got myself this year a good angle grinder. Just going to need that with an old boat, drills, etc. And a good little mallet, so I was able to grind off the heads and coax the bolts out without damaging the mount there or anything. You can see it hangs by 2 stainless bands here. Not sure if they're sending me new bands, so I'll keep them. Anodes didn't look too bad after about 150 hours and almost 4 months in the water. And the props don't look too bad either. So I'm going to clean up the mount and await their new motor coming in. But I was just curious as how you change the seals on this. So it looks like there's a couple more bolts you can get, and the sleeve slides back. So I'm going to see what's in there and what's involved in changing the rubber seals and maybe even the bearings on this, and see how much maybe seawater's gotten past that seal. Okay, managed to get it apart. There's 2 long bolts. You can see there's the little O-ring seals on the end there. There and there. Got the motor piece out. So you can see it looks like some water has gotten in there because these washers are rusty. And then there's the brushes there. Looks like they pack it with some type of silicone material. I think I can probably clean it all up and it'll still work, but it's good that I caught it this year without going out there. Probably could have got worse. But this seal looks pretty worn out. You can see way down there, I don't know if you can see that, I can see a brass or bronze bearing down at the other end. Looks like some magnets as well. So probably just the corrosion that it got in there was making the squeaky noise, and the bad seal here. And try to get all that rubber out. Well, getting a little further along here, cleaning this up. Just went in there with a wire brush and some solvents. Cleaned that part up. This is the end cap. Brass bearing looks okay. And I finally got the little rubber seal off. It was just as hard as a hockey puck. It has a little spring inside it too. And kind of cleaned up this area's mating surfaces. Looks like they used some type of silicone rubber or something to seal it. Maybe I'll give an email and see what kind of sealant is what they're using in there. It's the pieces that go together need a little bit of sealant in them. And so clean that up a little bit more and put that seal back in. Actually, it'd be nice if they had this part available for sale. You could do it all in one shot. Anyway, continue on. So there's the replacement seal. It's a rubber seal, and there's a spring embedded in it. And it'll just press fit in there. And we'll be good to go. So just temporarily put it back together. And there's no squeaking anymore. Feels good. Just going to hook it up to power. See if she still works before I go and seal everything up. Okay, Captain Ann's going to give her a quick test. See if she still works. Yeah. Good. That's good. Sounds good. Looks good. Okay, nice that it's working. So just stripped it apart again. I'm going to clean it up a little bit more and re-lubricate things. Probably some bearing grease and spots. Also has some pure silicone. Spray things down. And I contacted them to see what they actually sealed the casing with. And they said Sikaflex 291 is what they used. So I'll do that. And then I'll clean up the props really good, because I'm going to have to reuse them, because the 24-volt version has arrived. There we are, basically identical. A little parts kit with new mounting straps, battery nut covers, thread locker, nuts and bolts, etc., and the new anodes for the end piece. So we'll get this all fixed up and together as a backup. And in the next video, we'll start mounting this, test it out, and also show you how I'm going to have to rewire my battery system to go from the 12-volt version to the 24-volt version. Stay tuned. Till next time, Ray from Love Your RV and Boat. Thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.